Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be talking about something really personal and honestly pretty tough that I've been through recently. Um, I wanted to share my experience of losing my job and the massive impact that had on me, especially as someone who lives with bipolar disorder. For someone with bipolar disorder, having a good routine and a steady, predictable lifestyle is just so important. When you have situations where you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow and everything feels unstable, that can really trigger an episode. Whether it's a manic episode or a depressive one. So when I found out I was gonna be made redundant, wow, I was terrified. I was just so scared. My mind immediately went to, how am I gonna do this? I'm not gonna get a new job. And the biggest fear for me, the one that always pops up was that I was gonna get sick before I found a new job, end up in hospital, lose my apartment, lose everything, and become homeless. Like every time I think about something like that, my brain just goes straight to, and I become homeless. It's just like that spiral. I've been a software developer for 8 years, and being made redundant was not on my radar. It was because of some government budget cuts, and which, doesn't make it any less scary when it's happening to you. I was just really scared. But then I spoke to my nurse at the time. Honestly, she kind of kept me sane for a long time. I really relied on her. And actually, at the same time, I was coming to the end of my time with the EIP. That's the early intervention in psychosis. I've been with them for 3 years, and I was about to move away from them, losing that consistent support and losing my job at the same time. It was just a double whammy of like scariness. Um, but I was being moved into the local mental health team, and I was going to be working with a support worker. And I'm so grateful and just so happy that I really like my support worker as well. That I work with now. She's been able to help me loads as well, and I really appreciate her. Even though I really still do miss my nurse, because she really had a way about getting through to me and supporting me. And even before my last day, I started taking some proactive steps because I work remotely. Instead of being at home all the time, I started going to the public library to work from there, and it was absolutely amazing because then I get to be around people. It was just a way to be out of the house and have a change of scenery. And then I just started going to as many groups as possible. Our local mental health team, they have all sorts of things like music group, art group, walking group, and coffee groups, and poetry groups. I just signed up for everything, and I knew that I tend to spend my time by myself, and I knew that wasn't going to be helpful to me at all in this situation. So I just forced myself to be out there. I also booked myself a lot of activities in advance. Like I booked myself a lot of concerts. I went to see the Jonas Brothers in Birmingham. Even though I haven't really listened to their music in forever, I just randomly saw the ticket and I was like, you know what? I should go. I've never actually been to a proper concert before, so let's go. I went to see Callum Scott as well in Nottingham here. I went to a few comedy shows as well, like Ramesh Ranganathan, and I went to I went to see Infinity Song, soft rock band from New York and London, and all of these things. I was going solo by myself, which, as someone with a lot of anxiety and with a lot of social anxiety, was nerve wracking. But I still had so much fun, even though I wished I had a friend that is also interested in like similar things to me that we could go together. That would have been amazing. But I still had fun. I still had lots of fun. And having all of that booked and going to all sorts of different community classes as well was just so important. It was all about being out of the house, being inspired, and just not ruminating on everything. And obviously, it doesn't mean it's been completely perfect. I've had moments of ups and downs, weeks where I could barely get out of bed, and few days where I felt like I was maybe getting manic. But I'm so grateful that I've been able to manage it so well for the past, 9 months. I haven't gotten sick to the extent that I need intervention, and I've been mostly stable. I'm so proud of myself for that because it really shows all the hard work I've done. I also did a 3 months or maybe 4 months, I think. Yeah, psycho educational course about bipolar, and that was absolutely brilliant. I met so many other people who also have bipolar, and I've never met people with bipolar before, so it was absolutely amazing being able to relate to people, communicate with each other, and just feel that connection. And art, I love art. I started crocheting again just before I lost my job, and since then I've just been crocheting, making stuff for my friends and family, and just making stuff for myself. It's just been helping me, my creative side, and bringing my creativity back because I'm a very creative person. I love animation, I love storytelling, I love art. I got a 3D printer. I've been doing also that it inspired me to go back into all the other things that I used to enjoy. This avatar here is not my design though. I tend to be very a perfectionist when it comes to like this sort of thing because I've actually probably spent more than 200 hours working on avatars for myself for my YouTube channels from like 2018 till now. It's like a big trigger for me. So I was like, you know what? I need to go online and find other solutions because I know but next time I'm gonna be making an avatar for myself. I'm gonna pay someone to do it because yeah, I just tend to just get lost in the sauce. Um, but I still love art, and I've been, I always get terrified doing art because I can get obsessive and I can be like, oh, like this is not perfect, so this is not what I want it to look like, and just spend hours, like tens of hours on a project, then hating it by the end of it, and just it's affecting my whole my whole perception of myself. I'm like, oh, I'm just not good enough because something beautiful that I made, I somehow turn it into a negative thing by overworking it. But anyways, yeah, I've been doing a lot of digital art as well, and and I do like paintings, an art group, calligraphy work, and like and in music group. I've been learning to play the ukulele, just learning to play. It's not good or anything like that, but I love playing the drums as well and learning how to create different types of music and like uh group facilitator. She's absolutely brilliant. She loves musical instruments. Like every week, you never know what new instrument she's gonna be introducing you to. It's been absolutely brilliant. I've learned so much about new instruments. It's just been absolutely fantastic doing all of that. And of course, like I said, it doesn't mean perfect. But when I feel like I'm being manic, I tend to kind of stop whatever I'm doing or pace it backwards, you know. I have a personal project I've been working on. I'm working on a bipolar mood tracker app. It's basically done. I just haven't shipped it yet. And, with ADHD, finishing project is hard. It's hard to start. It's even harder to finish as well. It's really, really tough. But I'm so proud of myself that I actually made it to begin with, that I actually made it to begin with. Because um, sometimes I tend to be hard on myself, and I'm like, oh, you're so terrible. You can't even publish this app. But then I try to remind myself that if I didn't actually make it, if I didn't actually start working on the project, I wouldn't have anything to publish right now. So I try not to be too hard on myself, but it's tough. Even though I do need to get I do need to get that app published. Um and so yeah, losing my job while having bipolar is incredibly scary sometimes and destabilizing. But by proactively seeking support, engaging with my community, nurturing my creative side, and just being really intentional about my well-being, I've been able to navigate it better than I ever thought possible. It's a testament to the hard work of managing my health, mental health, even when life throws unexpected curveballs my way and things feels unstable. I'm so proud of myself for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful or at least resonates with some of you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and yeah, thank you. Bye.